Okay, let's talk meal planning. Alright, so I knew about meal planning a long time ago, but it wasn't until recently that I discovered a newfound love for meal planning. When I discovered the Food Nanny, aka the Food Nannies because it's a mother-daughter duo, I was inspired because the way that they create their theme nights for dinner made me very excited because I love a good theme. You guys know me, I love the holidays, I love parties, I love to plan. So I thought this idea of planning every single day as a separate theme, kind of to help you guide you into what dinners you're gonna make throughout the week, seemed really appealing to me. So I really got into watching their IGTV videos. They have some recipes on there. They also talk about their meal planning and why they love to implement it, aka great for your budget for one, because you're not going to the store 15 different times for this or that, and then when you go in just for bread, you end up coming out with 20 separate items, especially if you're going to Trader Joe's, which is then an extra $50 as you walk out of the grocery store and you're like, wait a second, I wasn't planning on spending that much money and it doesn't fit my budget. So when you plan ahead of time, especially for 2 weeks, then you know exactly what you need to get when you go to the grocery store. Ryan and I discussed which themes we wanted for each night, and I wrote them out on a little board that I have that just sticks right on top of my refrigerator. So on Monday nights, it's going to be our fish night. Tuesday, we're going to have Mexican. Wednesday, Italian. Thursday, we're going to have a grill night, and then Friday is our pizza night. Saturday and Sunday is kind of up in the air. We can either grill or eat out, and then on Sundays, because I typically like to make food at home and kind of settle in, and especially during the fall time, I love to make comforting foods. That would be our comfort foods night, where we'll just make pot roasts and yummy things that we love and can look forward to. Some would call it a cheat day. We call it comfort food because I don't love the idea of cheat meal, cheat day. It's just something that brings you joy, and the Food Nannies really emphasize that food should be about balance and portion control. You shouldn't have to worry and not make things throughout the week that you love just because you're calorie counting or whatever. It's back to that healthy mindset towards food, which I talked about in my video a little while ago on how I have an unhealthy relationship with food, and I've been really working on it. The lighting is changing. We're going to amp this up a smidge. Okay, we're overexposed. Whatever, we're getting to the point here. So I made my theme nights and I listed out all the meals for last week, and it went so well. I'm so proud of myself. I truly feel so successful that I had ended it. Today is Sunday. We went basically to the T with the meal plan that we had planned out. The only difference is that Saturday and Sunday we had leftovers instead. We didn't eat out, so we saved money, and we have extra food now because we didn't end up cooking those other meals. We still might cook a meal tonight. It just helps you. It keeps your mind at peace when you're not quite sure what to make. If you forget, you know to go look at the board over here and you're good to go. So let me show you the meals that I made. Monday is our fish night. We love salmon in this household. I particularly love all kinds of seafood. Ryan unfortunately has an allergic reaction to most, so I wanted to add some good sides with our salmon, and I decided on some Parmesan roasted potatoes, which I've been loving lately. So you just cut up your potatoes like so. Highly suggest not filming and trying to cut at the same time, and then you're going to pop them into a pan and start boiling them. Honestly, I never used to boil my potatoes before, and it truly does make a huge difference. The veggie that we chose to roast tonight is broccoli. We do love broccoli, so while the potatoes are boiling, I decided to make the topping for my salmon, which is just fresh dill, some lemon juice, garlic powder, and onion powder with some avocado oil or olive oil, whatever you guys have on hand. I put them on 2 of the fillets because I know that most likely I'm going to eat leftovers for lunches, so I just always kind of prepare ahead of time knowing that. And Ryan decided to have chili salmon, which is his go-to. It's equal parts paprika, chili powder, and brown sugar. It's really good. It's just I can't really have the brown sugar because I'm trying to be healthy here. Rough up those potatoes, and this will add an extra crispiness to them when you do that. These are the ingredients I use for the potatoes: smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder. To be honest, smoked paprika isn't my favorite. I like regular paprika, but I didn't have it and I couldn't find it. So the best part is the Parmigiano Reggiano, and you want to sprinkle that all over your broccoli and your potatoes. On broccoli, it's really good as well, so I'm glad I made that decision. And then you're gonna pop everything into the oven. I like to broil my salmon typically, but I kind of wanted everything to get done at the same time, so I put everything at 400 degrees, and for I feel like it was 20 minutes? Honestly, can't remember. Just eyeball it. That's usually what I do. I never set a timer. It's my downfall. I hate setting timers. So yeah, that is going to be our dinner. It was so, so delicious and nutritious. Tuesday is a Mexican night and we made healthy ground chicken tacos and I freaking loved these tacos. They turned out so amazing. I got the inspiration from Just Jessie from her ground chicken and zucchini taco recipe. I didn't have every single ingredient, but I made it work, and that's just what you do in your kitchen. So I chopped up the white onion, and then I had this huge squash left over from the farm vlog that you guys might have seen, but I had to do something with it. So I chopped it up and put the ground turkey into the pan with some ground cumin, I can't speak. I put in chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, and then I just mixed that all in and let it simmer some. And then I took the vegetable broth I had from one of my soup nights. I had leftover, so I had to use it. And then Rao's marinara. You're not really supposed to use Rao's marinara. You're supposed to use a can of tomatoes, but I didn't have that. And you're supposed to use chicken broth. But again, you use what you have. You make it work. I put in the onions. Oh yeah, I also had corn, so I threw in corn. Onions, corn, and squash. And then you're just going to let that sit there and simmer and just like soak up all the juices. These are the toppings that I had out. I made fresh guacamole. I made my own pickled red onions. Honestly, the easiest thing ever. All it is apple cider vinegar and some maple syrup. Boom, bada bing. Let it sit. It's amazing. I had some cilantro because I love cilantro, some salsa. I also love salsa verde, but I didn't have it. Brown rice tortillas and jicama wraps. Both are amazing. The blue corn tortilla chips are for Ryan for his guac and salsa. I chose to opt out of that because I'm trying to be healthy and I use these jicama wraps instead, which honestly were extremely satisfying, and I'm so glad that Trader Joe's now sells these because I don't know if I need to have another well, that's not true. I love tortillas. I'll probably have another tortilla. Like the brown rice tortillas are amazing, but this definitely satisfied that craving for sure. I was pleasantly surprised. As you can see, I've loved it. I freaking loved it. Oh yeah. Now Wednesday is our Italian night. I had lentil chicken pesto pasta and wow, it was absolutely delicious. I was very impressed with myself this week, so every meal was absolutely delicious to me. All you need for homemade pesto is kosher salt, extra virgin olive oil, Parmesan Reggiano, pine nuts, and of course fresh basil and some garlic. It's pretty simple. I didn't realize how simple it really was. You want to toast up those pine nuts, get them nice and toasty, put them into your blender, add some of the cheese, the garlic, blend that into like a little bit of a paste, I would say. It's gonna get kind of pasty, really is the word. And then you're gonna wash your basil off. Oh, my alarm's going off. How amateur am I? You guys, the golden rule for when you're filming or recording is to always turn off your phone. And the golden rule for making pesto is to get that basil into the blender and blend it with that paste. So that's what I did. And typically, while this is going, you would then add in your olive oil as it's still moving, but my machine doesn't have that feature, so I just added in and took the lid off, whatever. Point is, it turned out amazing. It looks like this. It tastes like the John and Vinny's pesto, which is great for my bank account because I love that pasta so much. And then I use the organic yellow lentil brown rice pasta from Trader Joe's, and let me tell you, this is the closest lentil pasta that I have ever tasted that tastes pretty much like actual pasta. Usually lentil pasta tastes kind of gummy. In the background, I'm making some chicken because I needed to cook some up and I thought it would taste really good with my pasta. You don't have to make extra chicken. This lentil pasta has 12 grams of protein already in it, so that's really up to you. I just felt like, why the heck not? Might as well get some more protein. I really put a hefty amount of that pesto in there. It was so good, you guys. I'm so proud of myself, and I put the excess into the freezer because I didn't want it to go to waste because I'm not going to eat pesto every single day. But I added my chicken on top, and it was a nice little treat, to be honest with you. It was very hearty and satisfying. Ryan doesn't love pesto, so I used the Rao's, not Rao's, marinara sauce on his. Thursday is grill night or air fryer night, whatever you got. We only have an air fryer, so that's fine. But if we had a grill, we sure as well would be using the grill. So we roasted up, well, grilled up, air fried up some
island soyaki chicken, which is our favorite marinade from Trader Joe's. It is the best. Just put that onto your chicken and let it marinate overnight for a few hours. Pop it into your air fryer for about 10-12 minutes at 370 degrees, as well as your sweet potatoes will go into your air fryer when your chicken is done. I roasted up some of the excess squash that I needed because you saw how big that squash was. I had to use it. I forgot to take a clip of me putting the sweet potatoes into the air fryer, but it is what it is. They went in there. The squash is a roastin'. It was so delicious, so quick and easy. The air fryer is the best gift. It really is. If you don't have an air fryer, gift yourself. And that's it. That was my meal for Thursday night. Let's end the week right with Friday pizza night. We made some margarita pizzas and pepperoni pizzas. Woo! They were absolutely delicious. We used the Trader Joe's pre-made pizza dough, which was great. Never used it before, but I loved it. And we oiled up that pan. We took out the pizza dough, popped it onto the pan, cut it into two. Couldn't be more simple. Alright, time to sauce it up. As you know, Rayo's absolute favorite marinara sauce. They also have a pizza sauce, but I just like the marinara sauce and it's cheaper at Costco, so might as well use what you got. So you put that on top. You can use your hand, you can use a spatula. You don't have to get really too serious about it. Just make sure that sauce is on the dough and there you go. Put your cheese on. I use fresh homemade. I crack myself up. It's not homemade. I got it from Trader Joe's. Mozzarella from Trader Joe's, and then some shredded mozzarella for Ryan's pizza. Ryan wanted pepperoni, so I put that on his. I'm gonna go margarita style, so you put that into your oven at 475 degrees and you kind of just eyeball it. Your ovens are all different, so I don't want to really give you a time, but just keep an eye on it and it's gonna turn into pure perfection. It's so good. I can't express it enough. I had the fresh basil, so I put a lot of fresh basil on top of mine. I love having a basil plant. I've been using it all the time lately. I just got it from, again, Trader Joe's. It has everything there. It really does, besides tin foil and saran wrap. This tool is truly amazing. I forget what it's called. I'll link it down below, but you honestly need it. It cuts pizzas, meats like steaks. It's awesome, and so was this pizza. I served it up with a salad. Typically, I like a Caesar salad with my pizza, and that was it. Super easy and simple.
Okay, well now you guys have 5 meals kind of as inspiration as to how you can make your own meals for the week. If you like this video, let me know. I'll definitely make more weekly meal plans for you guys. Make sure to share with me some theme nights that you guys created if you decided to implement this into your own home. I know that a few of my friends sent me their ideas. One really cool idea that I got from another friend was around the world night, so you make food from different countries. I really love that idea. So have fun with it. Don't stress out about it. Dinner should be fun. It should be a time where you get together with your loved ones and enjoy good food. Eat the things you love in small portions and use dinner as a time to catch up with each other during the day and talk, create conversation, and laugh. It's just such a nice way to unwind and not stress out because you now have it all planned out. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. Like the video. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh, don't forget to subscribe because I would really love that. Alright, bye guys.